Hello, my name is Daniel from NQ Radio, and today we're going to be talking about roster changes among the LCS and all of the teams that happened during the offseason and whatnot. So if you don't already know, the biggest change possible, in my eyes, was CLG leaving Doublelift. I don't know why I said leaving Doublelift, but Doublelift left CLG and then went to TSM, which is kind of spooky because people thought that CLG would never get rid of Doublelift, but then he went over to TSM, so that's pretty goddamn spooky if I do say so myself. Also, they added Svenskeren. Oh god, who's their support? Oh, Yellowstar. My god, I can't. It's right in front of me. And I can't even say it. Yellowstar and then Hanser in the top lane. So I honestly think this roster will be super duper stacked. It's insane. So hopefully they can come out on top with all of the stuff that they put forward. Their new coach is pretty cool too. I like the guy. He has a background in sports beforehand, so that's pretty nifty. Now, the biggest team that I'm pretty hyped for myself, it would be Immortals because they have Huni, Rainover, Polbelter, Wild Turtle, and Adrian. Even though I don't think Wild Turtle would be the strongest possible pick for AD, I honestly think that that team is going to be spooky to fight against because A, we don't know how they mesh together and become a team, but B, it's Huni and Rainover. They had the biggest synergy between top and jungle over in the European LCS, and bringing that over to NA, I seriously think they're going to show up some of these classic duos that we have over here in North America. So that's pretty spooky. And for the third one that I'm going to talk about, I'll go more to these later on in more episodes that I have. I just wanted to give you a preview of what's going to happen with the three biggest teams that I honestly think what you should look out for is Echo Fox. And that the biggest pickup is Froggen, and that's going to be super hype because everybody will be freaking out over the mid lane matchups from North America. That's going to be insane. You got Bjergsen, you have Polbelter, you have Froggen, you have Keen. This just goes on and on. It's going to be insane. To name the rest of their team, though, is top is KFO. Never heard of him. Jungle, Hard, ADC Keith, and support Baby. So that should be pretty intense. So now enjoy the song, and I'll come back and explain explain some European changes and see what's going on over there across the seas.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night, race all of these broken dreams in flight, and we'll fly. We'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly. Oh, we'll fly. bound only by frozen memories. Lost in time, racing all these broken dreams tonight. And we'll fly. We'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly. We'll fly.
Welcome back to Inky Radio, guys. I hope you enjoyed that last song. I personally picked it myself, so there you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to talk about is NALCS Spring Split preseason power rankings via goldper10.com. I found it on Reddit, and I can also link this in the description for you so you guys can check it out yourself. I don't know if you guys actually actively browse Reddit like Nick and I do, but it's fun. Whatever, it's fun to check out stuff, but let's jump right into it. So they have TSM standing as #1, which I would like to agree with that, just because I may come off as a TSM fanboy, but I've liked it since, way back when. So it's nice to see them finally have a decent team. As I mentioned before, it's Haunter in the top lane, jungle Svenskeren, mid lane Bjergsen, ADC is Doublelift, and support is Yellowstar. They put a very stacked roster together, and I'm pretty bummed because they all have individual talent, and I honestly think that, oh god, what's his name, Yellowstar is going to pick up Bjergsen's slack for shot calling and allow him to free him up to do good things in the mid lane, in a row, and whatnot. Really snowball the team. Second is Cloud9. I'd also have to agree, but seeing their performance at IEM, whatever city it was in, I can't remember, they're pretty solid. They just lacked late game shot calling, which is weird coming from high. But I think maybe if they work in Bunnyfufu and how they work, work him into the roster and see how they play together, they might be able to pull off some pretty spooky. I think high had a better effect on the game in the jungle just because you can basically gank every lane, whatnot. Just have more importance on the game. But that's just my opinion. Third they have is NRG, which is kind of surprising, only because they have a super stacked. I don't know, like they have 3 carries basically with the top mid 80 carry. But I don't know. I haven't seen enough of these guys. I heard enough of these guys to be able to actually know how they're gonna do. But I don't know. I'll have to agree with the number 3. Number 4 though, I honestly think they should. I actually take my statement back. I think Immortal should be number 3 because. Just because of the synergy they have in the top lane and the jungle. I've already mentioned that beforehand. It's just, I don't know, I just think that's going to snowball games pretty hard because Popelder finally has a team around him that can actually do very well. I'm not saying CLG was bad, they just didn't do very well for a very limited time. But speaking of CLG, they ring in at number 5. which is weird. I don't know. Their team looks pretty good. They just need to work on team synergy and being a team. Making sure that they're not all over the place and trying to make individual plays. They need to work together and stay solid as a team. 6A and Aphromoo need to work on their bot lane synergy. Number 6 is Team Liquid, and I can't remember their roster off the top of my head, but they look pretty good. Was a fan of Loco Doco saying he's not going to be the coach and then ended up being the coach. Story for a different time, but let's hope they can do well because Phoenix, I hope he does well. He's a good guy, and team should be able to carry. Number 7 is Renegades. This team houses the first female LCS player, and ironically, she's a support main. I don't know. There's a running joke. I don't know. It's not good at that. I'm just kidding. Lol. But that team looks pretty stacked with Alex Itch. He was part of the Moscow 5 way back when. But man, I don't know. I'd hype to see them do well. Number 8 is Echo Fox, but the only reason why they released this a couple days ago before they had confirmed frogging and whatnot. But I seriously think that team should be a little higher, but they could be a sleeper. Bringing in number 9 and number 10 is Team Impulse and Dignitas, and I fully agree with that because Impulse, they just haven't been able to play together very well. And they kind of have a whole brand new team, which is a little awkward. And Dignitas, I don't know, they let me down, man. Let me down. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about how you think the power ranking should be, and if you think they should be any different from what they are. So, yeah, let's listen to the next song. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that song. I also picked that one out again. I'm not going to say it's personally picked. I just pick songs because they're cool, and that's what I listen to when I play games. So now what we're going to talk about, if I can open it, there we go. We're going to talk about the European rosters as well as the power rankings. Kind of combine the first two episodes, or the first two segments that I've had for North America into one for European, because I kind of don't follow that very well, but, might as well throw our European homies in there. So sitting at top number one is Origin, and I fully agree with that because their top laner Soaz, Jungle Amazing, mid Power of Evil slash Xpeke, and carry Nils with support Mithy, and they're one strong team. I believe that they can do pretty strong, especially with the addition of Power of Evil. He is a monster in DOS mid lane. It's just, phew. Let's hope they can get their poop together and start working well as a team. Getting their whatever in ducks in a row, and hopefully they can do some good stuff. Ringing in number two is H2K, which their top laner is Odoamne with jungle Jankos. I said really right when I said that. Jankos. Mid Ryu, AD carry, Forgiven with support banner. They kind of have two of Rocket's best players on their team, and now they look pretty solid if you ask me. Saw them at IM, and they look like they can contest for number one, or they might do well this split. I believe in them. Sitting atop number 3 is the newly formed Fnatic with Gamsu in the top lane, Jungle Spirit, mid lane for Forbidden, AD carry Rickless, and support Noxiac. One thing I gotta say about Noxiac is he's a very good team player. In the first game of the IEM tournament that I saw him play, and I think he assisted almost every single kill in that game as Trundle's support. He was always around the map making plays, get wards. Pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped to see how well they can, they went 18-0 with the new roster, so let's hope Forbidden and Reckless can, really carry that team through that adversity. Bring them out top number 1 again. Sitting at number 4 is Vitality Gaming. It's one of the new teams that got purchased from, I think it was Alliance Elements. No, it wasn't. I'm just kidding. I don't know who they got purchased from or how they got their spot, but, top lane is Cabochard, jungle is Shook, mid is Nuktuk, AD carries Hjarnan, and support is Kasing. We saw Kasing play in the IAM tournament and whatnot, and he did pretty well. I haven't really seen this lineup play together. I've seen them play individually, and I know all of them are really good individual players, so should be a really good team. Number 5 is Splice, and I've never heard of some of these people, so I don't have really much to talk about them. Top is Wonderwear, jungle is Trashy, mid is Sudden Cooks, I think that's wrong, AD carry is Kobe, and support is Nisbeth. I don't really have much to talk about them. I know they were a challenger team, I think, or bought out by a challenger team, I don't know. But let's hope they can do well. They might be a sleeper. Number 6 is Giants. A top lane is Adam Bombin, that's where jungle is Ku, mid lane is Pepinero, AD carry is Audrey, and support is Godfred. Same team as last year with a couple of additions. I don't know, I don't really see them going very far. They might, I don't know, they just need to make sure Pepe can actually, carry. Maybe start doing comps around him, but, only time will tell for them. Number 7 is Unicorns of Love after they kind of lost their unicorn magic with top lane Vizichachi, jungle Diamond Prox, mid lane Fox, AD carry Steelback, and support Illusung. That should be a solid lineup. I'm not too worried about them going too far down. I think they might lose a few games, but they could make it to the playoffs. I believe them. Next is G2, sitting in number 8. Top is Kikis, jungle is Trick, mid is Perks, AD carry is Emperor, and support is Hybrid. I haven't seen much of anybody besides Kikis because he's on Unicorns of Love. Not much to say about them, but I'm pretty sure they can do pretty well, I believe. Number 9 is Rocket with Freddy 122. Jungle is Airwax. Mid is Betsy. AD carries Jibbis. And support is Gosu Pepper. Again, I don't know much about them. I don't think they're going to do very well. Just because I'm not a big fan of Gosu Pepper or Freddy 122. But you never know. Rocket has been very surprising in past splits. So you never know. And finally, bringing in number 10 is Elements. And I do not believe in them. I hate to say that for all you fans out there, but they lost Frog and they lost all of their good players. So, top lane is Steve, jungle is Gilius, mid is Ika, AD carries Mr. Rales, and support is Promiscu. I don't know, I just don't think they're going to win very much. But, Just gotta believe. Again, this is all from goldpretend.com, and we'll link both of these in the description. See what you think. Tell me what you guys think. Give me your power ranking. And now on to the next song. See you guys on the flip side. right, guys, that's all from me for NQ Radio today. Let me know what you guys think about this whole NQ Radio thing. Nick and I put this together. It was a cool idea because we like to talk about esports and we, want to get our names out there. We really want to make this like a radio show where we have music in the background, kind of longer episodes, so you can, start us in the background while you're in the queue. Hence why NQ Radio. Right now, we just talk a lot about League of Legends. It's because that's what we both know about. But if we get popular and we spread around, whatever, get our name out there, we can get people who are well versed in the entire esports community, and we can have, this could be a daily show, and you guys could tune in. Should be really fun. But anyway, that's all from me. You can catch Nick on Sunday. He should have some really fun stuff to talk about. I don't know because he doesn't tell me what he's going to talk about, but it should be really cool. Can't wait to hear it. Catch you guys next week on next Wednesday when we can, talk about, the LCS hype. I'll get you guys all hyped for the LCS season and talk about fantasy and who I think are going to be my top picks and some sleeper picks for you guys. So make sure you are ready to go when the LCS fantasy season starts. Catch you guys on the flip side. See you next week.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light